Andrea Berta may be going to Arsenal. Now, is this a W or is this an L? He's the former Atletico Madrid director, and he's most likely going to Arsenal. They are on the final stages of this deal getting done, which they believe can get done this month. Now, these are some notable, transactions that this man has had as a director. So, 20 million for Rodri to Atletico Madrid. That was a great deal. Obviously, he made a lot of profit when he also let him go to Manchester City, and he had some success with Rodri in the squad as well, and he ended up winning a Ballon d'Or. So the eye for talent, that was a win. Thomas Lamar, 72 million. Yeah. Kieran Trippier for 22 million, serviceable, ended up winning the league. Joao Felix 127 million, that's an absolute stinker. I cannot lie there. 9 million for Luis Suarez, that was a good deal considering how much he cost. He ended up winning the league with them. Cunha 35 million, proper player. I think that's not a win or a loss. I think it's just like meh. Conor Gallagher for 42 million, too early to tell, and Julian Alvarez for 75 million. I believe that was great business, and he shouldn't have done that because I would have loved them at Arsenal instead. But there's a lot of wins here, but I think the Lamar and the Joao Felix were big L's right there, absolutely shambolic. But aside from that, it seems like when he comes to getting bargains with low transfers, he's a lot better at that. 20 million deals, 9 million deals, 30 million deals. It seems like he can hit on those kind of deals. But once it goes to 100 million high, he's over 70 million. He's 1 for 3 on those types of deals. But what I like about this guy, he's a very aggressive guy. Obviously he had his little incident with Man City where he was obviously arguing, that 1-0 against Atletico Madrid in Madrid. He was arguing with the City players. And he also let go of Thomas Partey with Atletico Madrid. So I must show that he's willing to let go of Thomas Partey once he gets there. But what I like about him is this. He said no to Rabiot because he had 2 conversations with his mother. The first one were negotiations, and the second part where she wanted her son to play. Now, I highly respect that he put his foot down and said, hold on, you're just the agent / his mother. You shouldn't be telling us where we're going to play your son. We're just here to have negotiations on the weekly wages and his contract. And I love that he didn't end up signing him over this because that shows that he's not going to push around. And we've seen multiple times, sometimes Arsenal gets pushed around. Aubameyang getting a crazy contract, Lacazette, all these other players have pushed around Arsenal, Mesut Ozil. Now, with this being said, I think he's going to come in and be some sort of a vulgar kind of guy where he's just going to be straight up, and I think with the Nico Williams type of potential deal, Nico Williams asking for a absurd amount of 300,000 weekly wage, I would love for him to come in and say, okay, you're going to get 150,000. That's it. You either get it here or you find another club. I would love for him to do that, and I wouldn't want to, bend over backwards for a lad that doesn't really have the stats for a 300,000 weekly wage. If it was Mbappe, oh man, hey, hey, just sign the thing, blank check. But Nico Williams is a different thing. But, at the end of the day, him coming to the club would be great. Apparently, he wants to get Jonathan David, which would be a free transfer. Now, if Jonathan David would be our only number 9 striker, I would be quite disappointed by that, But if you end up going and signing Jonathan David and Isak, I would be like, oh, hands off to the lad. But if the only number 9 striker that is going to come in with his, idea of a transfer window in the summer is honestly only Jonathan David, who would be a free transfer, then I would see why the board is going for this guy, because they're going to get a cheap way of solving the number 9 position, which would be a free transfer Jonathan David. And nothing against Jonathan David. I think he's a decent little striker. But this is the thing with this guy. He's never won the Champions League. He's gotten to the Champions League final. He can get you a squad to get there, but there's always that X factor that you may be missing. And Jonathan David may win you the Premier League. I won't say that. He seemed to bring Villa in, won the league. Diego Costa won the league. I mean, not Diego Costa, Luis Suarez, and they won the league. He seems to identify strikers that can win you leagues, but Arsenal has such a great squad and such a great foundation that I feel like just targeting one league title isn't enough. I feel like they have the foundation and they have everything to go and chase Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues, multiple of them. If you swap the Arsenal name and crest for the Real Madrid name and crest, everybody would be talking about this team just missing that X factor up top, and they're gonna be, winning trophies after trophies after trophies. But the thing is, they just have that Arsenal badge and crest, and you don't have European success throughout the years, so nobody's gonna back them in this. But I feel like they're a signing or two away from really being a heavy hitters in Europe and being able to win the Champions League. And I don't think this is a bad director. I think if you properly backed, he can bring you the attackers you need, and he seems like he can do great business with low amounts of money. But the thing is, at the moment, we need a guy who can come in and sign Isak, make it happen, sign a world-class left winger, and let Jorginho and Party walk, which I think he will, and bring in a great midfielder. That's what I think he can do. That's what we need. But anyways, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. Leave a comment down below if you think this lad is the answer to Arsenal's director problems and transfer problems. At the end of the day, it's going to come down to how much he's going to be given by the Cronkies. But I don't think this is a terrible option at our director position. But I think we can do better. But anyways, thank you guys for watching.